Hey, wherever you are in the world today, I welcome you to another 30 minutes of soulful living here at Empower Radio. If you've been listening to me for the last 10 years, because this is my 10th year, super excited about that, you know that most of the time I invite a guest on to share their magic, their inspirational soul wisdom. And today I'm going to share a little bit about mine and why. Well, if you're listening to this today, or when you listen to it in the future, today's my birthday. It's April 19th, and this is kind of my birthday special for all of you. Um, we are in the throes of a world crisis, a pandemic, and there have been a lot of crises happening for a long time. They may not have necessarily uh, been as extreme as what we're living through right now, but they're pretty extreme. And people are asking me all the time how I get through it. So I thought I would share what my last 2 years has been like, and then share with you how I get through it as my birthday gift for you. I have had emotional hit, physical hit after emotional hit, and physical hit for 2 years. I do not talk a lot about everything on social media. I give you some of the things that seemed like they were really powerhouses. All of them can be emotional, traumatic experiences that stop us in our tracks. In January of 2019, I went to pick my mom up at her house, and when I got there, she had hit her head. She had a subdural hematoma. She fractured her back, and that started this whole spiral of events that caused our world to rock. Um, we worked as hard as we could to keep her in her family home, and that didn't happen. So we moved her to a group home. And from that point on, the first day that she moved into that group home, I fractured my wrist. And then a couple of months later, I fractured my femur. A week later, my father in law passed away. A couple of weeks later, my mom fractured her femur and had a heart attack. And a couple of weeks after that, COVID hit. And my husband and I got COVID. Everything that I needed to do to take care of myself, like physical therapy and walking and meditation, kind of went on the back burner. And when COVID, many of the people that my mom was living with died. So we were affected very deeply by that. My husband got COVID to the point that I really didn't think he was going to make it. Took 3 days of constantly waking him up every half an hour and literally begging him to take just a food. And then I got COVID. And then my mom got COVID and was moved to a nursing home. And there was family estrangement in all of this on both sides of our families and friends that were going through such a deep personal crisis. And when my mom was moved from the group home to the nursing home, we literally sat outside her window every single day. My sister and I tag teamed. I'd sit out there all day long, and she would sit out there all evening long, as well as other family members that came along to help us along the way and help my mom. And we were with her until she took her last breath. At some point, we were able to go in and be with her physically for a few months and literally hold her hand as she moved from this earth reality to the next reality. Um, my sister-in-law died most recently from COVID. And through all of that, we found some sense of wholeness and stability. And really, after my mom died, what I realized was I was not practicing what I preached. I was not practicing impeccable soul care and taking care of myself. When I was taking care of my mom, I also had 3 additional fractures. So over the course of a year and a half, I had 6 fractures to this body. If that doesn't tell you that I was not taking care of myself the way I needed to, I don't know what else did. It was a wake-up call for me when I was laying on the ground after I fractured my femur, literally looking up at the world, at the stars, and saying, "What the heck just happened?" I guess I wasn't listening. Well, then I began listening. And what I found with COVID is that it presented this opportunity for me to deeply listen to my body, to tune in and listen to my soul. That's what I practice, right? That's what I preach. Listen to your soul, connect with that higher source, that higher level of awareness that is available for every single one of us to help you live a better life here in this earth reality, even with a pandemic. So I feel like first and foremost, I am blessed to have a great partner who is so supportive. We have a beautiful balance of life in our home and in our relationship with our dogs, and to also have 2 amazing kids who really helped us get through all this with porch deliveries and support. And all of our children are equally as amazing, and yet these 2 were able to step up and help us out when the others couldn't. And I have a beautiful circle of friends, a handful of people that really works to hold space for each other, to hold space for each other's continued growth in this earth reality. And if you don't have one of those friends, email me, because I would love to hold space for you wherever you are on this planet, to heal and to find some sense of a practice of impeccable soul care within your own life. And so what have I done? What have I done over the course? What does my day look like, right? Before I even put my feet on the ground, I'm saying thank you to the universe. Thank you to God. Thank you to spirit helpers, to all of the beings that have been by my side, been with me as a team, whether they're on this reality or that reality, and setting the tone for the rest of my day. Yeah, there's some shit that happens during the day. When I have that foundation of connecting with gratitude before I even put my foot on the ground, things seem a little bit easier. Sometimes I'll walk to my back door and thank the symbols and nature that I have in my actual backyard that represent grounding that foundation, that represent symbols of my practice, that are like totems for me. And I'll thank them for being out there. I'll say good morning. During this last year and a half, I've walked to my back door many times and said, "Good morning, world. I'm so happy to be here." I'm not sure if my neighbors have heard or not. And if they have, well, they have been kind enough to not say much to me, except once somebody actually did say good morning. And then I take that cup of coffee and hold it in my hands and make it such a sacred moment, as I kind of call it my coffee god, the coffee goddess, connecting with the sacred silence, connecting with my dogs, connecting with a sense of utter joy and love that I'm actually here, embracing that day, and pet my dogs maybe, and then I meditate right there. Sometimes it's just for a few minutes. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. Sometimes I'm on my couch. Sometimes I'm out on the front porch with a candle. I always, always, always have a candle. I light a candle before I even sit down. Shortly after that, I moved to my sacred space in my meditation room, and I put my feet on the ground and I drum. I think of the drum as the heartbeat of the universe. The drum is the first sound that we hear when our ears are developing. It sounds like that blood pumping through our mother's veins. And as it flows, you hear that bump, 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 bump of her heartbeat, that which gives us life, that nourishes us, so that when we come out into the world and we are these little people, we can begin to hopefully nourish and flow and walk through the world paying attention to that stuff. That's how I have spent my pandemic, and also learning. I have been studying various different teachings and practices. I've been studying connecting with the ancestors and ancestral medicine, healing the past in a different way than I ever was taught from my own family. So today, what I'd really like to do is drum for a few minutes and take you on a journey. April is the first sign of the zodiac, and I am all about setting intentions at the new moon. We just came off the practice of a new moon, and setting those intentions on a monthly basis where I can really watch how they unfold. So today, I'd like to give you the gift of an intentional journey and invite you to sit back and close your eyes for just a few minutes as I drum, connecting us to the sound of the universe. The drum is like the phone calling in our spirit helpers and our spirit guides to bring in that deep connection and to center it. It's like hearing somebody with the phone. The drum is like the phone saying, "Hello, Teri, we're here." So that's what we're going to do. And if you're ready, think of an intention that you'd like to bring in, whatever that looks like. And maybe it's an intention for healing. Maybe it's an intention for growth or more joy. Maybe it's an intention to learn how to journey. This is your opportunity. And in this journey, I'm going to walk you through the whole process. We're going to visualize coming to an area and connecting with somebody that helps us really create a foundation and a connection with whatever the intention is. And then I'm going to walk you right back here to Earth reality. It's safe, it's beautiful, and it's loving. So sit back, close your eyes, and enjoy. Take a few deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Paying attention to your heart, to your abdomen, all the way down to your feet. Settling in and allowing your body to come to a sense of a normal rhythm. Soft breath. And imagine yourself in a beautiful golden light. This light fills every cell in your being, every inch of of your light body, filled with the purest energies that are available all around us at any time. The Andean shamans call this Sami, pure light energy. Imagine or sense yourself moving out of your body and walking along a beautiful path, moving towards your favorite space in nature, or your favorite space in your own home, a special building, a special room, a place where you feel comfortable, open, safe, fully supported in life. See yourself entering this space, finding a comfortable seat, relaxing, and enjoying this space with simplicity, with a sense of great joy and love. And as you're sitting there, imagine or sense someone or something, maybe an animal, walking towards you. A being that you love unconditionally, knowing that you're protected and you're safe. Could be a family member, a friend, an ascended master or angelic being. Could be a bird, a bear, an animal that resonates with you so strongly. Maybe it's a deceased loved one or someone no longer in this reality. And as this being approaches, notice that it's carrying something, an object, maybe a small object, a gift for you, maybe a flower, a crystal, a feather, a book, maybe keys to a new car. Imagine that you are being handed this gift as a symbol of support in whatever it is that you're intending to bring in or release from your life. It's like a personal totem for you, a gentle reminder to keep you connected to your loving intention. Imagine yourself bringing this gift to your heart, deeply connecting with the energetic flow of love, of support, and safety that's moving between the two of you. Allow yourself a moment sit with this gift and this guest with mutual admiration and love. Now imagine yourself thanking this benevolent helper as you take your gift and begin moving back down your path, thanking them, thanking all beings that were present with us today. As you become closer and closer to Earth reality. See yourself moving back into your body. Take a deep breath, placing your hand on your heart. Connecting once again with that sense of deep love, unconditional love. And another deep breath as you wiggle your toes, wiggling your hands, coming back to the space that you're in. You might want to take a few minutes to write down anything that you noticed, felt, saw, keeping in mind that it doesn't have to be like a movie screen. It might have just been that you sensed this presence of something being gifted to you. Write it down and allow yourself some time over the course of the next couple of weeks, maybe before the next full moon, to become aware of either this item in your life or how your own sense of connection to whatever you were intending is flowing, whether it's really happening for you, whether you're feeling a sense of relief, or whether whatever it is that you wanted to bring in is starting to show up, looking like it might be a little bit more closer. And hold on to this thought for a few minutes as you go through life. You might even want to come back and fast forward this part of the podcast so that you can journey again and get clarity on whatever it is that you were intending. And I love the idea of a gift because it's my birthday and I want to be able to give a gift to everybody because I love birthdays. I love everybody's birthdays. And to me, an intention, especially a new intention, is like a birth. And we need to have those gifts to help us really connect and bring our intention closer to becoming whatever it is in this earth reality. So with that, you already know I'm Teri Williams. All of my information is always available here on the Soulful Living page at Empower Radio. You can visit my website, soulpractices.com, for more information and to schedule classes or attend some of my online events, schedule sessions with me. I love drumming and I incorporate the sound of the drum or the rattle into every session that I hold. And with that, I say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to whatever intention it is that you're bringing about. And I'm going to hold space for all of you, even if I can't see your faces, that whatever it is that you want to come to be becomes your reality. Thank you.